Hello, crafty people. All right, we are live, I believe. I think I've got everything up and going, she says. Got one person watching. Hello, thank you for joining. Hopefully we'll have a couple more for tonight's project. Yeah, so I'll give it just a couple of seconds and then I'll start as usual. How are we all today? Have we had a good, excellent day? It's been a bit of an odd one today. I've been very busy. I haven't stopped at all, but I'll show you why in a second, because I've been creating, shall we say. It's been really good fun, actually, because it's something that I don't normally do, and I've always wanted to, but I'm not completely finished. But anyway, it's a bit cryptic. So yeah, it's been one of those days. Did everybody have a nice bank holiday as well? Weather was a bit rubbish here, if I'm honest. We had planned to have a beach day on we had planned to have a beach day on Sunday or yesterday, Monday, but the weather was awful. Well, it was sunny, but it was really windy and cold. We went to the skate park in the evening for a little bit, and it was so windy. I was wrapped up with my big kind of faux fur coat on, a jumper, my scarf wrapped around my head, and I had a blanket whilst the boys were skating. So yeah, it was fun, but it was cold. Yeah, but it was a nice bank holiday weekend. We had a bit of downtime. Yeah, we had a bit of relaxing time too, which was really nice. I say relaxing, I was still working away on my laptop. I will plug this. I recently done a blog post or an article about what's going on in the craft industry, and I mentioned it last week that it would be going live. It went live Friday, I think it was, possibly Friday. And thank you everybody for those that have read and left comments either on Facebook or on the actual post. It's been well received, which is really nice. Being somebody dyslexic, or being someone with dyslexia, writing isn't my first language, shall we say. And I put a lot of work into doing that article to make it really friendly to read, to understand, to share my thoughts of what's going on and what's been documented. And it was, to be fair, I really enjoyed actually doing the research to find out what companies were doing and all of those things. So if you haven't read it, please hop over to my blog. There's a link in the description below. But it's all about the landscape of the craft industry now. We no longer have Create and Craft because it's impacted a lot of us, and we still feel it now. So we're 6 months on and we still feel it. And actually I think we still need to have these conversations, because it does highlight things like where Selly Telly fits into it all. If we really want it to keep going, then we need to support it, and all of those things. So it's quite in depth. I haven't mentioned every single company yet, but what I plan to do is another one to highlight the other companies that I haven't quite mentioned yet, because I think everybody needs the platform to share what's going on. And it was really well received, so I'm really pleased. So thank you for those that did read it and left some comments, and especially thank you to those who brought me a virtual coffee. I really appreciate it. It's something my other half has been telling me I need to do for years, is put like a virtual coffee option to, if you enjoy the content, buy me a coffee. It's only £1. It's, you know, or you can donate more if you want, but because it takes up a lot of time kind of doing it all, and where I'm a tiny business and I still work alongside doing it all, it's really hard to kind of to see where I can spend time doing something. But I have found this really, really worthwhile. So, you know, catch it. It's yeah, I enjoyed it, and there will be another one coming out soon. I'm not sure when I say soon, but when, at some point. Anyway, so to the crafting and what I've been working on today. So I am on our hobby maker this week on Friday at 4. I want to say Friday at 4. I think it's Friday at 4. I should know that, shouldn't I? It's awful. But as I did a little reveal last week, I'm bringing a few new products to a line I already do so I do a collection called Light Bulb Moments, and I've got it all next to me. That consists of, so if you've already got it, amazing. If you haven't, it will be available on the show, but I'll show you a couple of quick boards so you get an idea of what it is. So Light Bulb Moments, it has a die to give you all the elements to create the Edison light bulb, and a stamp set, which I think I've got a board for somewhere. Probably don't. No, I think I've got flashcards somewhere and I'm not sure where I put them. Anyway, I'll have to dig those out. That's weird, I thought I had them. It's been a bit chaotic today. But it has a stamp set. Oh God, and I've left the stencil in the bathroom because I have to wash it off. And the stamp set has lots of different elements, some sentiments, but all these bulbs kind of interchange with each other. And like the halo down here, this kind of fits around this one and that one. And then also like the light kind of shimmer, shall we call it, also fits in all the bulbs as well. So it all kind of works really well. Wait there a sec, I can't believe I left them in the bathroom. It's because they were drying off. They're a bit wet. You can tell I've been using them, but I need them for now. Oh, sorry about that. I also have, it's a little bit foggy, but a stencil that goes with it as well. So as you can see, it's been created to fit around the bulbs and to work alongside like the bulbs. So we have that as well. That is in the collection. And the new bits, oh God, where did I put everything? Put you down over there, put you there. So the new bits, so the core kind of elements for that collection is the die, the stamps, the stencil. There's also some ephemera, but I don't have very many of them. So when I'm doing the bundle this time, also to reduce the price of the bundle, you will be able to get the stamp, the stencil, and the stamp, stencil, and die, and that will be one bundle. But as an extra, you can buy the ephemera if you want to. So to go with that, I've added kind of MDF cutouts of the bulbs, and then one large one of the Edison bulb. Now, so they're new, and then because as usual, I was just like, oh, I'd like a little bit more. We've got this larger cog, and we've got, these are quite big. I didn't realise they were going to be as big, but I should have known that because I've done the measurements. But these very large keys to work in your projects too, which actually, in my pack that I had, my kind of sample pack, all these bits were gone, but actually they're going to be they've got the inside bits of the key. They're going to be really good little shapes to add as well onto your projects. Although they're not the main reason for it, but you know, nice little extra. I need those for it in a minute. So what I've started today, we're not going to carry this on, but I think I should show you, is I've started that whole kind of layering process for the kind of 3D MDF like mixed media projects. So I've taken some of those elements and some other wooden elements I already had to put onto, of all things. So a long time ago, I did this project for Create and Craft where I made a illumination box, which was basically 4 very inexpensive frames kind of stuck together, and then you print out the pictures. So you get rid of the glass, you print out some nice pictures on vellum, and then you cut them down to size to fit, you know, your 6x4 picture to fit in. But you then don't need the backing bit. So I've had these sat in a drawer for ages, and I thought that actually that's quite a nice way to kind of display something, a little project. So I've got 2 that I've done, so one will be completely finished and one we will do on the show. So that's them. I'm going to move those out of the way. I know I'm going to end up knocking them off, but try not to. I have faith in my gel medium. And then so I've started, I've not finished it, but also I've done a canvas piece. So this is quite, I still need to give it another layer of, because I've missed some of the white bits because I was in a bit of a rush. I had to go pick up little man from school. With using the large cog, a couple of cogs I had in my stash anyway, wrong fingers, the bulb and the actual Edison bulb. So you can see that. And I used the stencil in the background, so I used the mandala stencil here, and I also used my brick stencil, which I don't know if you can quite tell, but once I've painted it up you'll be able to see that much better. So yeah, I can't wait to finish that, and I'll have to do that tomorrow, unless I get time in a minute. We will see. So for the project today, I actually wanted to focus on I wanted to use my old book pages, because you might have some, or you might just have some old book pages, and I just thought it might be a nice project to do. Part of me like who changes stuff up all the time, I think I want to do it on one of my sketchbooks. I'm gonna do it. So I sell these on the website, very inexpensive. So if you ever do place an order, grab one of these because they're only £2. And it is a sketchbook. It's got kind of a thicker, not hugely thick, but I think it's like 250 GSM kind of mixed media paper. But it's brilliant for sketching, for if you like charcoal drawing, if you like doing mixed media projects. But this one had a bit of a janky edge, so I thought I can't really sell that. So why don't we use it to cover? That wasn't the plan tonight, but it is now. I was going to do a card, but in the same kind of way. But I really like the craft, and it's been sitting there, and I've been thinking about doing it, and I did talk about it, so I was going to do it on here, but put that to one side. And let's do this, because, well, that's just me. So, what I'll do is I'll flip the flue round, and then we can get started. So as always, I'm a bit all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing half the time. Right, so I do have some little, I've got my little, you see this all the time, this is like my little pack of die cuts that I've already got ready, that, you know, that I could just grab. Here is my pack of bits and bobs from my, what is it called? My old book pages. So when I mention like during shows and stuff, so I always take the pages that have been like kind of, I don't know, scribbled on by a kid. So this is a book that couldn't have been resold because it could have been an adult, to be fair. Some nice child or some kid has, or adult has obviously defaced that. So for me, I don't really care, but for some they might. So this was from Tarzan. So I've got some pages here that I think, let's do a little rippy rip. Where's my glue? Oh, there. So I can use glue, or I've got my gel medium actually out, so should I use that? Although gel medium does take a little bit longer to dry. Oop. Yeah, let's do it, because then I know it's going to definitely stay on my book. To be fair, bookbinding glue should as well. Oh, my Bobby and Theo are watching downstairs. They're probably about to go to the skate park, knowing them, and I don't blame them. So I am going to, I've got my little spatula. I say spatula, it's a little, what's it called? Lolly stick. I really like this bird I've got in here. I've got a bird on the other side, which somebody's kindly, so I'm gonna rip these up a little bit, and I'm going to use portions of it, and let's just start sticking it all over the, I want to be able to see that, so all over the front of the cover. And these little bits I could use for other things. Right. Now I want a different style page. What else have we got? That's different. So in each of the packs of old pages, you will get a real kind of mix of text, content. Yeah, it is a real mixture of different. Oh, that's a little die. Oh, I wondered what I'd done with that. Now I know, because I was cutting, cutting flowers with it. And butterflies, as you can see. There's a little bit there. Ooh, that might be nice. Let's hold on to that one. So, okay, so I've gathered a couple more. This is from the Tarzan book, this one. Couple more pages with different kind of text. And we layer these up a little bit. So we've got different texts going on. I like it when you find something like, so there's the word art. That's cool. So we're going to have that going down there. And we're going to fit that butterfly in somewhere. Not sure where yet, but let's get some of this layered stuck down, and then we can work then. So I'm probably just going to use my finger a lot. It's just easier sometimes. Although I oh, it's a bit gluey. That's fine. Oh, I was using black paint earlier and I got some in here, but that's fine. That adds to it as usual, because I will be putting black paint on it anyway. Put a little bit there. Yeah, try not to do what I do and mix up your mediums. But to be fair, it doesn't really matter that much. Just going to flippity flu to see if we've got anybody in the world. Where is the button? Ah. There. Stupid me. There we go. Oh, there's a few people watching though. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Right. Really like that, so I might take him off and put him up higher. Right. He's good. And then let's get a bit more here. So I'm just going to continue to just kind of layer up this text. I mean, this looks quite messy, and to be fair it is, but that's sometimes the beauty of what we do, isn't it? Who says it's got to be a certain way? Right. Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter if it's upside down. So I've got some different text there. I've left that kind of gap there in the middle because I want to, let's wipe that off my finger. I'm going to snippety snoo that out. Oh, I kind of like, though, I really like the words around it, so I'm going to tear it. So I'm just trying to tear it so I don't get the words, because I like the kind of font that it's in. I like the, yeah, I like just the way it is. I seem to do a lot of butterfly stuff. I only don't really notice until I'm doing it. I'm like, oh look, another butterfly project. I do, I mean, for vintage like stuff, they're really good. They're really lovely. Here we go. So now I've got that. Those little bits can go into the box so I can pulp them up and make into paper. Right. There we go. Fab. Right, I'll leave you to the side for a sec, and I'm going to get some white paint. I'm not sure what I've done with my white gesso, but my this acrylic should be fine, although it's a bit old. And a little bit, I broke the lid. It was too rough with it. So I'm going to take some white and if I can get it going. I don't want too much though, so I've got to try and get some off. So I'm just going to take my book and I'm going to just put a little bit just so I can get some of that kind of texture. There we go. Don't want to cover up your bird too much. It's not often I get a brayer out, but I do like using a brayer because you can just get like some different textures with it when you're working with it. Can I do that? Oh, I forgot to do that as well. I forgot to redo me water with my brushes in. I have been busy today, and I had to clean the house. Right, so we've got a little bit of white there just to kind of knock it all back, and it also gives us a bit of a base layer to start adding some different colours. Now let me get a bit of paper and probably get the spray box. Do I want a stencil? No, I definitely want to spray first. So I'm going for some quite bright, bold colours for this project. I say that, I'm still doing blue because, you know, I love blue. Chuck you over there. Let's get the spray box. So I've got two colours I've picked out. So I've gone for the pickled raspberry and the peacock feather. Kind of like very bright colours, but really nice. Yeah, really nice colours to work with. And blue is my favourite, so I can't help it. I always choose a blue. So I'm just just to protect the rest of the book, I've just put a piece of like a thicker cardstock, white cardstock, just in it to kind of, yeah, protect the rest of the book from me layering ink onto it. So I've gone quite heavy there. I'm going to use a little brush just to move some of that about. So I just want to get some of that up here. Nice thing is I can move it around with my brush. And by adding that kind of bits of white on top, it gives my ink a slightly different colour as well. There we go. I might end up painting that as well. Right, I'm just going to give this a quick blast, so bear with. For those that have just joined, good evening, good evening. Happy Tuesday Inspiration Day. I hope you are all well. Give us some comments, let us know you're there. So I'm just drying this off. I won't dry it so bone dry, but I just don't want my pickled raspberry to mix too much with my blue. So I'll just give that a bit of a blow. A little bit of a blow. Right, and then let's go in with our pickled raspberry. I'm going to go a little bit higher. Now these bits will kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Will blend and make purple, which is fine. I just don't want too much of that. Well, maybe I do, because it does look really nice. I'm just going to give this a quick blast. I'm quite excited to go back up to Hobby Maker this week. It's been a while. To be fair, I don't get tons and tons of shows, or I'm not going to get tons of shows because I'm such a small little entity. But I'm grateful for the ones I do have at the moment. Especially with the madness that's going on. Okay. Just need that little puddle to dry. But I kind of want it because it's quite concentrated. Do a little blow from the underneath. Almost done. I need to get one of those thing that so you don't have to listen to it. Okay, let's just give that a little. I'm just taking my brush and I'm taking some of that, which it has because I've got blue on the brush, and I'm just highlighting some of these areas. Okay, so looking good. Looking good. Okay, so I'm going to leave my bit of paper in there because we're going to do a bit of stenciling. I'm still actually a little bit wet here, I think. Yeah. Let's just move it around a little bit. So I'm just taking my brush and I'm just moving around any of the kind of wet bits. I don't mind about my brush strokes. Just add something else to it, I think. I'm going to have to... Oh, power me water, that's because I was painting with black earlier. Just add a little bit more in there. I'll probably use those in a sec. So now let's get one of our stencils. I'm going to use the liney line, and I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the dots as well actually, so I will use this stencil completely. So this is the second stencil I have done, what I did do. It is covered in stuff because I've been using it today. So I'm going to leave my white paint there because I'm going to need it, but I'm going to take, let's take, which one? Where is it? It's there. This one, which I made a right mess with because my black gesso is gotten really clumpy. Really clumpy. And I think it's on the way out, so I probably need a new one. But I'm trying to make it last as long as I can. Let's close up my gel medium before that dries out too. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. I knew I had it in arm's reach. Right, let's get that out. So I'm going to do, although my brush is kind of dry, I'm going to do like dry brushing through my stencil. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the paint. I'm going to just take it out onto my mat and just brush it through. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to go for the liney lines. I think I'm just going to take that paint through it. My stencils need another recover of repositional adhesive. I like to use it just because you get quite often you get a better impression, because none of it's lifting up and the paint's not going underneath it, or the ink. Look how dry it is. Okay, ooh, lovely. And then I'm going to take some just here. Let's get some more of that. I'll try and hold it in place. There we go. Doop. Yeah, I'm excited to finish off my mixed media canvases. So if you just joined, I've at the beginning I showed some mixed media canvases that I've just started for samples for the show on Friday using my new MDF products. So I'm very, very pleased with them. Very pleased. Oh, let's get a bit of that. It's nice with stencils because you can just like tip-a-to them around. Yes. Now I'm going to do some dots, wiggly dots, and I'm going to do some just random. Right, circles are quite difficult sometimes to get the brush through. Got to do a little squiggly wiggly. Okay. And then we will do some more squiggly wiggly here. And we shall do it in white as well. Just to add lots of texture. Break up the colour as well. I thought the boys were going to go down the skate park, but they haven't. They're still downstairs. Theo's obsessed with a new video game, so they are playing that. Which is fine. Fab. That's looking great. Now, where do we go from here? This was the, you know, as usual, I was like, oh, I want to do this. And then I'm like, oh, no idea. Oh, yeah, no, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to use white. I better not use that brush. You might go, I might get away with you. Right. If not, I will grab another one. So I'm going to just take it over a bit, and I'm going to use some white in the same way, just to add a different kind of element to it. But I'm not doing the exact same kind of, I'm not filling all of the lines in. I'm just taking a little bit and a little bit all over the place. Yeah, this white's not quite as good as my white gesso wherever I put it. It's not quite as thick. And it's a little bit translucent. Probably just need to add more, don't I? Just don't put too much on, because look, I can see my stencil squelching. Yeah, see? Ah, it's fine. That'll do. I'll take some circles. That's the thing with like some like other paints. Like gesso's quite a thick paint, and it's meant to be. Whereas acrylics aren't as thick. They're thick, obviously, but not quite as thick. Although I know gesso is a type of acrylic, but it's I can't find the words. It's I know I'm going paint over paint, but that's fine. And it's not completely dry, but that's fine. Okay, we're cool with that. I might go over again with a little bit of white just to that's good. Let's give this a quick blast. Quick blast. And then I'm just going to take perfect. Now let's take the thick one, and I'm going to draw some lines down the side. Almost a bit like our faux stitching, except for I can't do it in a straight line. And do a couple of lines. And it's supposed to be sketchy. And then I'm going to do the same with some black. And do some scribbles. Although my scribble don't want to come out there. Where's the black one? Have I got a black one? I've got a black one. Got a black fine liner. Ooh. Oh dear, Kelly. If I take that out, I might find it easier. Oh yeah, look. You're not working out there. Got another one. Nope, that is my digital pen. Now I know I've got one. Got another one. Got another one. I think it's up here. No. Oh, that one will do, I think. Let's check this one out. Is that fine enough? That's brush tip. That's a finer tip. There we go. That's more like it. I can hear a monster coming up the stairs. Try and keep that line on there. Back and forth, back and forth. Then a bit more stitching. You alright, monster?
I'm going to the skate park.
You're going to the skate park. Okay. Don't be too late. Enjoy.
We won't.
You won't be too late. Good. There we go. So I've got a little bit of squiggly wigglies on there. So I'm really liking that. That's looking nice. Now, so what I can do is I can leave it like that. And then when I'm ready, I can add either a kind of statement like creative or art, or, I mean, to be fair, I could do that now. Let's do that. So I'm just going to take my pen, if it's going to work, and it's not. I'm probably going to need a Sharpie or something to draw upon that now. Something that's going to stay. I don't think I've got a black one. Green. Pink. Where have they all gone? I've got a red one. I don't really think red's the colour I'm after. Where's my tote bag? Sometimes find I have things hiding in here. What colour are you? Oh, you're red. Oh, that's bizarre. Where did I put the rest of my pens? See if I've got something in here that will work. There is a black. These are the Tombola art markers. I really like to colour with them, but I don't get them out probably near on enough. So let's have a little practice how we want to write it. So we want A, R, and T. Okay. So I'm going to try and give it a little bit of style with my shape. Doing a little bit of graffiti here. Okay. We'll find a grey in a second. Okay. Now, grey. I must have a grey. Yeah, I think, no, that's green. Purple. Oh, I've got grey somewhere. Do I have it in a different set of pens? Probably. I might get away with that one. I'll try that. Like a light mauve. So I'm just putting some like highlighting, almost kind of, although it doesn't really look like it's showing very well. Kind of mixing. We can use, hopefully, our white pen to give it a little bit of a, maybe I should try one of the other ones. Oh, there they go. We're really lucky. Our skate park is literally 2 minutes up the road from us. And we spend a lot of time down there, as I've shared before. So I'm a bit quiet tonight. There we go. And then, because I like to just knock it back a little bit, take that. Oh, that's all right. Give it another squidge. There we go. So I could start adding other words if I really wanted to. I've got art there, and I don't know, at a later date maybe I'll put create, but by adding just that extra little bit, it's picked up where I've taken the pen and written over it and just kind of made it a little bit more kind of poppy. But I mean, we could add tons of different things like die cuts and stuff if we wanted to kind of add more kind of interest, which we might do that actually, because why not? What else have I got in my thing of goodies? I don't think I want you. No, I don't need you or you for this one. I think a bulb. Do I have any more bulbs? I think I prefer the all black. I want the bulb. Do I want the bulb? Yeah, I prefer the all black, but I need something to go in the middle. So, well, let's stick him on because I like him. Might see if I've got one of the longer bulbs. Where's my gel medium? There you are. I always end up changing my mind what I'm doing. I'm like, yes, this is it. And then, well, to be fair, this was supposed to be a card and now it's a book front. A sketchbook covering. But I like that. So there's my gel medium. I'll pop that on there. Give it a good press down. There we go. And then I wanted to, I'm going to need that open. What did I just put that pack of bits? There. Yeah, there we go. Got one. I'm going to chippity chop that down. I'll chippity chop the little endy bit off. Oh, I think I'm on my own now. Right, chop that down and we'll pop this on top. Now, if this was a card, I would definitely layer these items up on dimensionals, but because it's for the front of a book, I'm not going to. Let's just hold those down for a second. And where's my gel pen again? Let's get one of those back in. So I'm gonna, because I want the kind of want to be able to see my bulb. I'm just going to go around him. And we'll just do a little bit of definition in the bulb, just so we can see it is a bulb. Nice. There we go. Let's just go around those wings. Oh, the concentration. You know, I'm concentrating when I go quiet. Oh, and I've just got a little bit of a whoop. To be fair, that's okay. Trying to get it on it as well as off of it. It's a bit tricky. It's fine. There we go. There we go. That's giving it a little bit more kind of just a little bit of accents there. Lovely. That's looking good. Happy with that. So we've got our next art journal book ready. I'm just going to give it a no, it's out. It's out. Oh gosh, it's going clumpy. You know it's drying. There we go. Look at that. I am very pleased with that. Don't know about you, but I'm really pleased with it. So we've created the front cover for our mixed media journal. One for me to start sketching away in using the products. Let's flip it a flew you if I know how. Oh, there I am. Cut. Here I am. Hello. Yeah, that was really good fun. I really enjoyed that, and I love the colours. And I don't normally do writing. I normally find a stamp for something like that, but I've actually really enjoyed doing that. Really enjoyed doing that. So a bit of stamping, a bit of stenciling, lots of different, well, not lots. So we used black gesso, white gesso, mixed media, no, what was it called? Medium, collage medium, words today, collage medium, a couple of distress sprays, and some of my die cuts to create this. I love it. That would actually look really nice as a card too. Oh, lovely. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm covered in paint now. And I will see you all again soon. For those that caught up late and wasn't here to begin with, I am on Hobby Maker on Friday at 4, and I've got some new MDF elements. Sorry, it's not completely finished, but I've got some new MDF elements to go with my Lightbulbs Moment collection. So these are the projects that I'm working on at the moment, and they will be finished for the show. So thank you very much. All of those usual things. If you like my content, like and subscribe. If you feel like you've got something out of it, get us a virtual coffee. Otherwise, I will see you on Friday on Hobby Maker, if I don't see you there, I shall see you next Tuesday for some live inspiration, and I can give you an update on all the parcels being sent out from all of the hundreds of orders I'm hoping to have from you all, and enjoy the inspiration. Anyway, I'm waffling as usual. It's been great to see you all. Take care. And yeah, if you haven't already, check out that blog post. What the landscape looks like right now in the crafting community. Check it out.